Good morning and happy Friday. We are finally here. It's been my first full work week in Manchester, and this isn't my first weekend, but it's my first conscious weekend. So we're counting that because last weekend, since I got in on Thursday, it was just a mix of jet lag and exhaustion and settling in. And yeah, we're not counting that. So this is my first full conscious weekend. So I'll be taking you guys around. So a lot of it is still just settling in a little bit more, getting to know my surroundings, but also meeting new people. So the best thing to do when you move to a new place is try to meet some new people and try to build a community. Granted, a lot of this takes time, but this weekend is just all about trying to get that started. And even if no one I meet this weekend necessarily turn into longer term friends, like it's just exciting in general to meet new people and see new places and try new things. When I say things, I mean food, because that's what we'll be doing for some of it. So today I'm going to go on my first Bumble BFF date here, and we are going to meet before work at a coffee shop slash bakery, which I am super excited for. It's called Poland, which I haven't been here that long and I've already heard of it a few times. So I think it's known as one of the best coffee shop slash bakeries in Manchester. And they have a store, it's just a 3-minute walk from me. So we're gonna go do that. I'm so excited. I think I might just get a coffee since I already had breakfast, but we'll see. And then I'm probably gonna try and work remote from there for a little bit. And then the other thing on my agenda today is I desperately need a coat. It's already getting cold and rainy, and I just did not bring the right gear for it. And the rest of my stuff is being shipped right now. Well, not right now because of the strike, the port strike in the US East Coast, but it's on its way. So right now I desperately need a coat and some rain boots. So that's also on the agenda today. So I'm gonna probably try and do that over lunch or after work. But outside of that, I am just gonna work and then stay home, read a little journal, because I always try to find some time to just like nest and stay at home a little bit when I have a more high social battery weekend, which is what this weekend will be. So tomorrow's gonna be busy, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. So let's go check out Poland and go on our first Bumble BFF date and then have a fantastic Friday. Happy Saturday! It is nice and sunny today, which makes me so happy. I don't like mean to be the person just talking about the weather all the time, but one thing I just don't like about Manchester is just how gloomy it gets and rainy. But the one good thing that comes from it is just like a newfound appreciation for sun. Like I'm not kidding. Like earlier this week, after like 3 days of it not being sunny, it was like rainy and gloomy for 3 whole days, which I've been told to expect a lot worse. The sun came out in the office and I literally put all my stuff down and I just stared out the window. I was just, from inside of me, something just started radiating. I was so happy. It was like a drug. It was crazy. But now I'm super happy and grateful for on days where there's sun. So definitely took off for granted my whole life up until now. But so yesterday was great. Got a croissant from Poland, which was huge and so good. It was so big, I still have half of it sitting over there. But then I went like shopping for 2 hours and still came home empty-handed, but that's fine. And then I got to do some reading and journaling too, so that was really appreciated. But today I'm gonna go meet like a family acquaintance. So my mom's colleague who I haven't met, their daughter moved an hour away from Manchester the same week I moved to Manchester. So we both got into this area at the same time, and she said where she's from there's just not much stuff to do. So she wants to come to the city, shop around a little bit. So we're gonna go get brunch here shortly and then walk around a little, probably in the afternoon if we're hungry. We're gonna grab another bite. And then she's gonna head home, and then I'm gonna go meet a group of girls who I also haven't met before at Oast House. So I'm excited for that too, because I think Oast House is a staple here, or again, it's heard of it a few times as well. So got a good big day going, and the group of girls I'll meet later this afternoon, it's from a group chat that I can't even remember at this point how I got into. It was probably linked by some Facebook group that I joined to make friends in, but either way, I'm excited. It'll be nice just to see meet some new people and get a drink. It's Sunday, end of the weekend almost. Isn't that sad? So yesterday was another good day. I was pretty tired at the end of it, but it was so great meeting like that family acquaintance. We're talking about it sort of felt like a blind date because we've just been texting for a few weeks. But later that in the day when I went to Oast House, it was the same thing where it felt like we were all doing a little blind date. But we're at Oast at least I was at Oast for like almost 4 or 5 hours, which is crazy, and it definitely got a little rowdy there afterwards. So I feel like I got to see like the British pub scene a little bit yesterday, and then got back home and was exhausted and almost went straight to bed. But today I'm about to go meet my colleague at Lowry. So she's taking her 2 daughters to see an exhibition there for, I think the 6th is what it is, but it's a musical exhibition. So I'm gonna meet them there just because I've never been to a Lowry. The event is free and it will just be good to I don't know, I'm excited to see what this exhibition is, walk around a little, and then we're gonna grab lunch, and then she's gonna take me to the Lowry outlet to look for some raincoats. Hopefully it's a successful raincoat shopping day because it's about to rain today all afternoon, and I don't have a raincoat, I don't have an umbrella, so we're gonna stay hopeful. And then it's probably gonna be pretty late when I get back from that, but then at 6:30 I'm going to go to this arts and crafts night at this girl's apartment. So she organized this event, you have to like buy tickets for it, so it should be a good way to meet some other girls as well in like a nice indoor warm and dry setting. So that's the plan for today, and let's get rolling. Oh, and one more thing. The trams to the Lowry are down for the whole weekend, so I'm gonna try and take the bus for the first time today. All right, so it's already starting to rain a little bit. I'm gonna try and stop by the office and borrow an umbrella. I got it! My first umbrella! Finally! I can have it for 3 days before they charge me £20 for it, so I have to return it before then. I just have to show this midday, but I just got back from the outlet with my colleague and she took me to one store and in 15 minutes I got gloves, umbrella, and finally a raincoat that will keep me warm and is technical enough, more so than just shower resistant. So I have to show it really quick because I'm so excited. 15 minutes. So these touchscreen gloves, so they work with touchscreen, and I got one of those like automatic umbrellas, finally, and a coat. A proper raincoat that is waterproof up until 2,000 millimeters, which isn't the 5,000 she recommended, but we searched and it should keep me dry enough for the most part. And then I do also have an umbrella. So finally, it's huge. It's so big. I'll have to try it on another time so you guys can see, but what goes no way. The hours of shopping I did on Friday, like almost shopped until I dropped. And it took 15 minutes in one store. And I just had to do that really quick. So I'm gonna put this away, gonna go grocery shopping really quickly. I'm not gonna take you guys to do that. But, and then I'll go do my evening crafts activity and then we will call it a weekend. All right, I just have to put it on for you guys since I talked about it so much. I'm so excited. But the whole thing is all the coats that I went to try on, that I spent like 2 or 3 hours trying on this weekend, are apparently only good for another 3 weeks. And then after that, all the way through March is when the entire city of Manchester is gonna be bundled up in something like this. Because I was saying that, you know, everyone looks so good. They've got all these cute coats. I'm thinking trenches, short puffers, those fleece jackets. And yeah, apparently it's only for a few more weeks. So I'm so glad I had that conversation. And for the next 5 months, apparently, we're gonna be in this. So it's long too, it is so snug. Again, waterproof and windproof. And yeah, it's got a nice hood as well. So I'm so excited. This absolutely was not the look I was shopping for this entire weekend, but this is the look that we are going to be in along with the rest of the city for the next 5 months. So. All right, guys, it is 9:30 p.m. I just got back. Crafts night was a huge success. Honestly, it was so much fun. And this whole weekend was too. I got to meet some new people, try a lot of new food, see a lot of new places, but now it is time to get ready for bed and the new work week. So thanks for coming along on my first full conscious weekend in Manchester, and I will see you in the next video.